find it easier to get commitments now that you have a body of work, say that than you did in August or before the season? The body of work does make a difference.
Yeah, I don't think we would be sitting here talking about, the class we're hopefully going to bring in without the momentum that was created by the end of the season. Winning the Egg Bowl and being competitive in the big games against Alabama, LSU, A&M, and then going and winning the bowl game. Certainly that gave some credibility to our message to these recruits and their families.
You've talked a lot about 365-a-day recruiting. How do you close these last 8 days?
Stay consistent. It's certainly in this conference, there's no one that is bad at recruiting. Everyone's very, very good at it, and it's certainly it gets ratcheted up a little tougher this week, and we're certainly in on the right guys. We just got to find a way to hopefully close on a good number of them. But I'm so proud. Our assistants are doing everything we can, and our university sells itself if we get them on campus, and that's been proven. And so now we just got to see if we can close. Just keep doing what we've been doing. Hopefully the relationships we build over the course of the year are going to be strong enough to where they come with us next Wednesday.
I know you've got 40 times and you've seen tape on everyone you're recruiting and things like that, but how do you go about evaluating character? When you only get a certain amount of time with kids, is that easy to do, or do you go by your relationship with them, or kind of crowdsource? How do you go about that?
No, when you do it for a year, you have a good idea. You go into the schools, and I'm big on. I go to the janitor and ask the janitor about the young man. And I ask the cafeteria workers and the guidance counselor, and you get a good feel when you have a year to recruit a kid, and then you see him in every different type of environment, whether it's in the home setting or here on our college campus on a visit, and in all type of scenarios. So I think if you have a year to recruit a kid, you have a good chance at being pretty accurate in the evaluation of his character.
How has recruits talking to one another impacted the class?
I think anytime you get kids that have the personality, that if you get one that is a really good player and has a great personality that people want to be drawn to, it certainly helps. And it's no question that I think that's one of the things that has been very successful in getting us to this point is some of the kids that came with us early on have really been loyal and stayed strong and continued to help us recruit this class.
Has that always been a philosophy for you when you get kids committed to have them recruit other kids?
It is part of my plan, yes.
Questions in the back?
Where's character on the things that you're looking for in a kid? Where do you put character?
At the top, we want obviously kids that can play, but we would much rather have a little less talent and more character. So it's very important to us. Obviously, we're not going to be 100% in that, but we certainly hope that it's a large percentage of our class has really good makeup of their moral fiber and how they want to go about working each day to be great.
Generally speaking, are you like a fire and brimstone guy when you get in the house, or do you tailor it to each kid differently? What are you like when you?
Every relationship that you have with that kid or that family is different, and some you've been on a lot longer than others. Some you've got to make up some ground in a hurry, or some you just got to be consistent in your message. I only get one shot, as you know, by the rules, and so I think the job that the assistants do is much more important than just my one visit. But it kind of varies.
With the Super Bowl coming up, can you just talk about your thoughts